was your reaction when you found out that your film would be at TIFF?
I stared at the wall for 2 hours because I didn't know what was going on. I was like,
So you were excited?
It was mind-boggling. I was like, wow. Like I fantasized about going to a major festival, watching Entourage, and just imagining myself and my friends, you know, walking in a busy city and interacting with filmmakers from all over the world. You know, it's a fantasy come to reality. So it's amazing.
What was the biggest challenge that you faced when filming Green, White, Green?
I mean, filming in Nigeria, you always encounter challenges. It's a third world country, so that madness, that chaos, you know, just drives you to, you know, push harder, work harder. The odds are always against you. When we were filming, there was like fuel scarcity, so we needed fuel to power the generator for electricity because we filmed in remote locations. I mean, just being in a third world country, it's not easy, you know. I mean, a lot of our films are being criticized for being kind of crude and rough, but I consider that the texture of the reality of what it is. You know, even my film is not technically perfect, but I think the substance of it, you know,
the message,
outweighs that. I mean, even if you look back to like 70 films in the 70s or even the 60s, Fellini films, you know, sometimes the dialogue would be out of sync and they'll just dub it and it wouldn't even match. But because it's a Fellini flick and it's so awesome, like he gets a pass, you know. So I mean, if people could see it in that context, you know, and understand that making a film in Nigeria is extremely difficult, and you just salute anyone who tries to do it. I mean, we shot in 12 days. We shot in 12 days, and we're here, you know, having this interview. I think it's crazy.
What does it mean to be a Nigerian director, and what is some of the responsibilities that holds?
What does it mean to? I mean, it's like being a director anywhere, you know. It's like being a general of an army, you know. But I think also director is an overstated position because everyone sort of gives to some degree equal input, you know. I mean, what are you without that guy right there filming, you know? You're here, we see you, but if he doesn't hit the record button, if he doesn't set the lights properly, you know, this is useless, you know. So yeah, everybody is equally as important. I mean, we are just I guess the person who sort of navigates the ship, you know. So
how did you feel when you found out that Green, White, Green was going to be at TIFF?
Okay, so basically there's a time difference between Toronto and, well, Canada and Nigeria. So the director had called me like in the middle of the night and I was asleep. So he calls me and he goes like, yeah, he's like, oh, so if my film got, you know, shortlisted for, you know, the Toronto International Film Festival. And the first thing that came to I mean, I got up my bed like an anxiety attack, and I was like,
anxiety?
Yeah, I was like, insert curse word, jumped on my bed like 5 times, and then I went straight back to sleep. And then I woke up in the morning and I was like, wait, did that happen? Yeah, it was so exciting, man.
What does it mean to be a Nigerian actor, and what responsibilities does that hold?
I'm so happy that like you basically said a Nigerian actor, because normally people would ask me what does it mean to be from Nollywood, which is our industry, and I mean Nollywood is my home, and I aspire to it, and it's where I come from, but I'd much rather be referred to, as you said, a Nigerian actor, because what that means for me is that I'm able to work anywhere in the world, whether it's Bollywood, Gollywood, which is the Ghanaian industry, or Chinawood, I don't know if that's what it's called. Yeah, and still be able to hold onto my heritage. I don't want, you know, where I'm from to define what industry I'm permitted to work in, you know. So yeah, what it means to me to be a Nigerian actor is to be that guy who's from Nigeria but is able to represent my country internationally and represent myself pretty much.
What was the biggest challenge that you faced when you were filming the film?
Oh, it was so many challenges. You know, it was first, you know, the first 4 days of filming, I had to be under the sun continually, and like I didn't have any sunscreen. I wanted to be as true as possible because the character I play is like a poor orphan, and so I didn't have any sunscreen. My hair was like absolutely messed up and my skin was like just went dark, but I understood that like it was important for the character to go through those things in order to kind of end the way that the film ended. And like we had other technical hardships that come with making a film in Nigeria, such as electricity and petrol, you know, for the car, but all those things were so interesting to add to the flavor of the film and the frustration. It was just so raw.
There's an authenticity to it, definitely.